All right. We're about to start here at the top 8 of the late night number 82. Again, my name is PrimeTimeWizardTv. Apologies. Camera's not working at the moment, but that's okay. Mic is working fine, and we have some games. Give me a second here while we set up. All right. So we do have a game here. Top 8. It's going to be Josh Stapler against NRG. Looks like we have a Lugia V-Star against Mew VMAX. Again, two of the best decks in format. Mew VMAX for formerly probably the BDIF, but Mew VMAX is a deck that just never goes away. And of course, everyone here is familiar with the one and only Lugia V-Star. Lugia V-Star, very powerful V-Star Pokemon that utilizes a multitude of special energies and a lot of different attackers. But we do see here NRG or Moon Destroyer getting a little bit set up. I want to check out Moon Destroyer's deck real quick because, again, I love how the Mew VMAX deck has evolved over the years where Mew VMAX, it formerly played with Meloetta and all that. Now has evolved to a more control style variant with Path to the Peak to really slow down your opponent, especially if they're Lugia V-Star. You really need to buy those turns. NRG here is playing the 1/1 Aerodactyl V-Star line. Unfortunately, they did go second. That means they can't set it up as easily. And yeah, let's see. Something they're really looking for here is going to be the Path of the Peak. Josh's hand not looking too good, especially when you're only holding one card. That one card is going to be the Lugia V-Star, though. Very important card there. But again, NRG is going to be looking for that Path of the Peak, be able to stop the Summoning Star ability on the Lugia V-Star, at least for a turn. Could be big. Moon Destroyer playing the Judge here, finds the Path of the Peak. Back to Josh. Again, sometimes that's exactly what you need to do to beat Lugia. If you think about it, 20 of their 60 card decks are essentially bricks, right? They play 16 energies for Archeops, give or take. And a lot of those cards, they don't really help you out early in the game. They are crucial for your game plan, but it doesn't quite help you set up. Back now to NRG. This is their window of opportunity. They are going to bump the stadium, put in the Lost City. That means they're not under Path to Peak. They can draw cards. They do have the boss's orders for that Lugia V. Next question is Mew VMAX and a way to switch to Genesect in the active. 4 Seal Stone should guarantee one of those pieces. There's a switch into the Mew V. Rotom Phone again looks at the top 5 cards of your deck. You get to choose one of them, put them on top. Maybe save the Forest Steel Stone for later, but look, it's looking great here for NRG. If they can take down the lone Lugia in play, essentially set Josh back a turn. And sometimes, you give Mew a leg, they're going to take the entire thing. Because definitely smelling blood in the water here. Mew VMAX going to take 2 prizes off the Lugia, and it's going to be onto Josh to try and set up a second one. And when you're playing against Mew VMAX, not just a second one, you're gonna need 2 Lugia VMAXs, Lugia Vs, excuse me, because hoping Mew doesn't have the boss, not the greatest strategy, especially with all these Fusion Strike system, which lets them draw up to 6 cards. There we go. We're gonna see the Techno Blast cross Fusion Strike again, allows you to copy any Fusion Strike Pokemon attack. It's gonna be the Techno Blast on the Genesect. 190 damage plus the Choice Bell 220, just enough. Back now to Josh. Josh has one Primate Wisdom. We do see a Capture Energy. They could get at least one Lugia V-Star. Not much else. Again, Judge absolutely debilitating here for Josh. And they're just going to have to attach the Capture Energy to the Oranguru. They do find themselves a Lugia V-Star. And again, putting all the pressure now on to NRG. Again, NRG, all they have to find is a way to switch to reset the Mew. Because again, when you use Central Blast, you can't attack the next turn. Or they can set up a second Mew VMAX plus the Gust. A lot of combo pieces they're going to need. They only have 13 cards left in the deck. Escape Rope is a switching card. You know, Oranguru actually there, probably not the most important target. Worst case, to get the Charizard, Radiant Charizard, which is a little bit better. We do see the Power Tablet now being played. They don't really need these Power Tablets now. You can see here NRG probably playing those down to be able to draw up to 6. They had 3 Power Tablets in hand. With the Choice Bell, that's quite a bit of damage. You're going to be able to Genesect for 2 cards, Fusion Strike for 2 cards. We're going to see the Pal Pad now. Pal Pad should be able to shuffle in 2 supporters. It's going to be those 2 Boss's Orders. Very important cards. 13 cards in the deck. Can they find it here? There's the Boss's Orders off Genesect for 1. And NRG is going to take the first game in this series. Just goes to show you the power of Judge. Sometimes, you know, sometimes that's all you need, a Judge and a Path. But even without the Path, you know, the Judge was absolutely debilitating there for Josh. Let's see now if Josh can turn this one around. Again, Lugia V-Star, one of the most powerful cards, one of the most powerful decks in the current standard format. And let's see it. Again, this is Josh Stapler against NRG. Here in the top 8 of the late night number 82 with just under 200 players. The players right now are playing for the chance to get invited to the Late Night Invitational, where they will get the chance to try and win a trip to Yokohama, Japan for the Pokemon World Championships, flight and accommodation. Where else can you win a hotel trip to Japan? A flight and hotel trip online from the comfort of your own home. Just here on the Late Night. All right, Josh is going to start us off. Archeops Ultra Ball. Double Archeops Ultra Ball as the opposing player, as NRG. I'll be shaking in my boots if I see that combination. Essentially, all Josh needs is the Lugia V-Star, but looking at their hand, they don't quite have too much. They're going to have the double Turbo Energy on that Charizard. One more energy to retreat. Radiant Charizard, a little bit of a little heavier Pokemon there with 3 retreat costs. We're going to see NRG here starting the Aerodactyl V. Again, going first. That's a great strategy to have, right? Aerodactyl V with the Ancient Star, I believe, V-Star ability. Let me double check the name. I want to get that one right. Yes, Ancient Star V-Star Attack, which essentially gives you an ability that shuts off all your opponent's Pokemon V's ability. That means no more Summoning Star. However, getting that off going second's a little bit tough. You're going to have to hope that, you know, your opponent doesn't get to Summoning Star right off the bat. So, again, judging, though, from Joshua's hand might be a possibility. Everything's going to depend on this top deck. Cramomatic there does get the heads. Gets 1 card. If I had to guess, I know exactly what that card is. It's going to be the Path of Peak. That's why they didn't quite play a card down before the Fusion Strike system, because Path of Peak shuts off your abilities as well. And there it is, Path of the Peak. Now, that even if they get the Lugia V-Star off the top deck, Marnie absolutely huge, though, getting a supporter off the top, because right now they didn't have anything. If they only got a... Right now, they're going to need a Lugia V-Star and the Pumpkaboo. That's 2 cards. That's not something you can necessarily top deck. The only thing that gets them out of it is a supporter. They don't quite get the Lugia V-Star plus the Pumpkaboo combination. But again, hitting Mew VMAX with Marnie under path as well might be able to disrupt them. Josh here still has access to the Oranguru, putting the Marnie safely on top of the deck. But again, against Judge, it still shuffles the deck anyway. It Marnie proves to you, but not Judge proves to you. That's why we do see the rise in play of the Judge card because of the Oranguru specifically. All right, so it's going to be a pass there on to NRG. This is going to be the biggest turn of the game. We're going to see a Mew VMAX Evolve there. Not quite the evolution you need. You need to find the Aerodactyl V-Star, right? The Aerodactyl V-Star, and this is the turn. This is the turn. You just shut off your opponent from using any Pokemon V ability. But by getting the Mew VMAX, essentially guarantees you have an attack this turn. They're just going to go ahead and retreat. Do they have the boss's orders? No, it's just going to be Cross Fusion Strike into Techno Blast, giving Josh a window of opportunity to come back here. They're going to go ahead and promote the Lugia V. Again, they do have research in the hand. Big research. It's going to be a very important research, in fact. Going to use the Primate Wisdom first. Again, goal is find yourself some Pumpkaboos. They're going to go ahead and attach for turn. Big research, 7 cards. There's a Lugia V-Star, but no Pumpkaboo. At this point, they do decide to evolve into Lugia V-Star, maybe hoping the opponent don't have a way to draw just yet. Back here to NRG. Again, they were able to use Rotom Phone the previous turn, right? They were able to use Rotom Phone the previous turn, so whatever they stacked on top of the deck, they just drew into it. Let's see if it was big. Again, NRG was able to slow down Josh. They were able to stop them from using Lugia V-Star thanks to the Path of the Peak. But again, unfortunately, no. Oh, looks like they draw into a boss's orders there. They do have the switch card and the power tablet. So this is going to be just enough to take a knockout on the Lugia V-Star. Sorry, Lugia V. Taking 2 prizes. But again, Lugia V-Star still in play. They just need to find a way to bump the path, and with the Quick Ball, that's exactly what they're gonna need. Quick Ball does find them. Pumpkaboo's prize. Do excuse me. Quick Ball is not an out when Pumpkaboo is not in the deck. That means you can't search for it. Again, that's the RNG sometimes we have to play in the Pokemon trading card game. Determining what's in your prizes could swing matches just like this. Quick Ball does find them the Raikou. Amazing Rare Raikou. Not something that's going to matter in this matchup, in my opinion. They still have the Primate Wisdom to work with. So right now, the only out here is going to be their Lost Vacuums. Another Quick Ball here, not quite going to help. They do have boss's orders. They can try to boss up. Again, the Mew VMAX in the active can't quite attack. Anyway, they're going to need a switch card, but they still opt to play it because it does limit their options. Just in case NRG can find a way to retreat into another Mew, or maybe retreat to the Aerodactyl, for example. That could be big. Back now to NRG. Let's see what they have. They were able to draw 2 prize cards and the draw for turn. Let's see if those cards help out. Cram-O-Matic, big one. Discards the Battle VIP Pass, could find them the Lost Vacuum now. They're gonna opt for the switch instead, though, keeping the path in play. No, they do have the Lost City, and they're just gonna go ahead and draw. They're gonna be able to draw up to 5 because Aerodactyl V, not a Fusion Strike Pokemon. The important thing here, they have to take a knockout on the Lugia V-Star, which might not be a possibility because of that the V-Guard energy in play. Currently, that Lugia V-Star is a Lugia V Max, 310 HP, but something I could go for is going to be that Aerodactyl V-Star. They need to find the energy now, though. There's a power tablet. if they don't find the energy for that Aerodactyl V-Star, they just opened up the possibility here for Josh to turn it around. Because again, they're not going to be able to take the knockout on the Lugia V. And they've already played the stadium for turn. There's another power tablet though. I could eat my words. They could see a knockout. It's going to take all the remaining power tablets plus the choice belt to take this knockout. There's a Cramomatic. Again, NRG has been very lucky with these, and heads once again guarantees the double turbo energy. And just like that, Ancient Star V-Star power comes into play. No more V-Star abilities for Josh's side of the field. And that might be all she wrote, despite here, again, being a Lugia V-Star deck in top 8. Luminion isn't going to work as well because of the V-Star power of Aerodactyl. Luminion is also a V Pokemon. Luminous Sign is the ability. Again, very unfortunate here for Josh. We haven't seen any Archeopses in 2 games. NRG just being able to really limit the options for Josh here. In a quick ball, find themselves a Dunsparce, just thinning out the deck. They do have the Powerfell energy in hand, but you're going to need 2 cards, right? To be able to come back from this, you're going to need the Boss's Orders and actually, just a Boss's Orders should work. Escape Rope now being played, however, gets the Aerodactyl out of the active, and new VMAX ready to attack once again. Something very scary is after NRG takes this knockout on that Oranguru, they're going to be down to 2 prizes. Second Mew VMAX now coming into play again. They're going to be down to 2 prizes, and there's a Luminion in play. Luminion, very easy 2 prize knockout. We're going to see the choice belt there getting attached to the Mew. Another power tablet now being played again. They've already played multiple power tablets at this point. They're not going to be able to take a knockout on that Lugia. Right now, it's just finding the Boss's Orders to win the game. Now back to Josh. Again, they're going to need 2 cards to get back into this. You're going to need Boss's Orders and an energy to attack into the Aerodactyl. Unfortunately, Evolution Incense isn't one of those energies. It isn't one of those combo pieces. And it's just going to be back to Josh. Back to NRG. If they have Boss, they have game. There it is. Boss's Orders. They grab Luminion. Technoblast for the game. Congratulations to NRG for making it to the top 4 of the late night. We'll hang out here, folks, just because, again, camera's not quite working, but don't worry. I'm still right here. Gonna find you guys another game to watch here in the late night. Excuse me. Looks like we have another stream game at the moment. Next, we're going to bring you SH Panda against Nelson Gillen. It's going to be a Lugia V-Star Mirror. Again, I just want to check real quick. Out of the top 8, how many Lugias there are? Again, Lugia V-Star, very, very powerful deck in the format. You have to expect a lot of them in the current metagame. If your deck can't handle Lugia V-Star right now. It might be back to the drawing board for sure. Looks like in top 8, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 out of the top 8 are Lugia V-Stars. NRG playing Mew VMAX, and we have 2 Reggies. Yeah, all right, let's hop into this top 8 match again. Nelson Gillen against SH Panda. Lugia V-Star Mirror. And it looks like Nelson Gillen did win game 1. We're looking at very close match at the moment. SH Panda down to 2 prizes with Nelson still up down to 3. Very, very close. Something of note. It is SH Panda's turn. Looks like they're going to be able to attack with the Radiant Charizard, taking down 1 prize, taking an opposing Radiant Charizard. They will go down to 1 prize. And it might be tough here for Nelson to take 3 prizes all in 1 turn, especially with Manaphy already in play. There it is. We're going to see the Combustion Blast on another Radiant Charizard, putting SH Panda down to 1. As long as they can set up another attacker after this, Radiant Charizard could close out the game here. We do see a Lugia V already with 2 powerful energies ready to go. It's like Nelson opting for the boss's orders. Wait, something's interesting here. Gotta check out both players' decks real quick, because I see a Pokemon Go Zapdos there that buffs up damage of lightning types Pokemon. That means that the amazing rare Raikou is doing quite a bit of damage. It looks like SH Panda is going to be able to take this game, tying up the series 1-1. Game 3 now happening. Just to talk about it real quick, Nelson Gillen playing Vikavolt V in their Lugia deck. That's why you see the Zapdos from Pokemon Go. Vikavolt V, very interesting card. Again, Paralyzing Bolt, able to stop your opponent from playing items. Not something you see every day in the hyper-aggressive Lugia V-Star deck. Lugia V-Star is known for just hitting hard, hitting fast. But having this option to slow the pace of the game with the Vikavolt V, very interesting for sure. And it works, right? It definitely works. Nelson was able to pilot it here into a top 8 out of 199 players in the late night. So that might be something you have to watch out for as a Lugia player. Would love to see where it comes into play. Maybe in this mirror, right? Maybe you can stop your opponent from setting up a Lugia V if you can attack with a Vikavolt. But at the same time, I just have to think, you know, if you're going first, you might just want to be ahead in the prizes. Looks like we're going to see Capture Energy now being played by Nelson. Opting to find a second Lugia V. Vikavolt's in the deck. Do we not want to go into Vikavolt? No, it's going to be the second Lugia V. Not something you see every day. Typically, when you're going first as a Lugia player, you feel fairly confident that your active Lugia is not going to get knocked out, especially in the mirror going first, right? So getting a second Lugia, not the most important thing in the world, because after you use the V-Star ability, you can then shift over to being a single prize deck. So when you start attacking with Amazing Rare Raikou, maybe Eviltal, Radiant Charizard. But Nelson here may be realizing they're going to need the second Lugia. Let's see if that pays off. Something of note as well is maybe Nelson here just playing it safe, right? Looks like they're not quite set up. Their hand is a little bit clunky. 3 energies in hand. They Oranguru'd the Lugia V-Star. So that's what they're going to be top decking. This Ultra Ball is going to have to find them a minion in the following turn, just to reset the hand. Again, no Archeops is yet let in the discard pile. versus SH Panda getting themselves a Lugia V themselves, but with one Archeops in the discard pile. Gonna see the Lugia V-Star. The question is, they do decide to evolve the active, right? That's committing that you're going to have an attack this turn, because Read the Wind's not a bad attack if you're trying to set up, but you know what? You just have to go for it sometimes. We're going to see the Primate Wisdom now shuffling in the Aurora Energy. They do get a Serena. Serena is a supporter, but that's not that big of a draw. Serena, again, has two options. You can either choose to Gust a Pokemon V or discard up to 3 cards and draw up to until your hand has 5. Not the biggest draw, especially when you need a couple Archeopses in the discard pile. If there was Archeopses already in the hand, I wouldn't mind doing this. They could go for an Ultra Ball here, grab an Archeops, right? They could grab an Archeops, attach the Powerful Energy, go for a Serena. Looks like they're opting not to attach the Powerful Energy. They're just going to go ahead and discard both. Just the Archeops? Do you discard the Powerful Energy? I would like to see the full draw 5. Looks like they're going to keep the Powerful in hand. And now you're left with the decision, right? Do you go for it? Do you go for the Summoning Star this turn? Just take the knockout, but then you're only working with 1 Archeops for the rest of the game. Big decision here. Looks like we're going to get the second Lugia V-Star. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I would have loved to see the Powerful Energy earlier just get attached. Not quite sure why they opted to hold on to the Powerful Energy. And looks like it's going to be attached right now. We're going to see a Summoning Star grabbing the Archeops. 1 Archeops here. And they're going to be able to take a knockout on the Radiant Charizard. Next question is, how does SH Panda respond? All right, they do take an Aurora Energy off the hand. Again, these are the types of hands I do expect to see off a Lugia very early in the game. Before you can Archeops a lot of your energies from the deck, there are times you're gonna be stuck with just this type of hand. Again, I talked about it earlier. Just 20 brick cards in 4 Archeopses and the 16 energies. We're gonna see the Lugia V-Star now on the opposing side. Is that also just 1 Archeops? Looks like it is. It's just a solo Archeops battle. We're gonna see the powerful and attached. We see a boss's orders. Boss would be absolutely huge. Oh, this is just a knockout on the opposing Lugia V-Star. With 3 powerful energies, since there's no V-Guard energy currently attached to Nelson's Charizard. To Nelson's Lugia. That's gonna be a knockout. That's 280 damage. Tempest Dive, just enough. And with only 1 Archeops, they won't be able to get the return KO. I think that was an absolutely huge turn for SH Panda. Because again, they only have 1 Archeops. The best they can accelerate is a DTE plus 1 energy and attachment for turn. That means they have an attack. If they can find a Gust here, that would be huge. Cut off SH Panda from getting acceleration, from essentially only having 1 Lugia in play. But that's going to be another Aurora Energy in hand. Absolutely not what you want to see here. We do have 1 double turbo and the powerful now being attached to the Lugia. We're going to see the capture energy. Could find them. Maybe Radiant Charizard could be... Oh, do they still have Radiant Charizard? Yes, they do. They still have access to Radiant Charizard. That's an easy attacker in this matchup, as well as being 1 prize. Exactly what they're going to grab here. Or they could grab an Amazing Raikou. Yeah, I like that play. Grab Amazing Raikou, weaken the Lugia V in the active, and then go for a boss and take out the Archeops and the Lugia. No, but they're going to decide to grab the Radiant Charizard instead there. And just going to go for the Tempest Dive. Back to SH Panda. Again, they're free to just attack here and set up the next attacker, which is going to be the Raikou V. And yeah, we're going to see Primal Turbo now being attached to Raikou V. SH Panda has a lot more leeway with their Primal Turbos since the Lugia was able to survive a turn there. And it's going to be a Tempest Dive taking another prize. This Lugia in the active, able to take 4 prizes essentially. And back to Nelson, and it's looking tough. Radiant Charizard's ready to go, but you don't have a backup attacker. You have Stoutland. Stoutland's A-okay. We're gonna see the Primal Turbo now being attached. Not too much left. 1 Heat Fire Energy. Where is it gonna go though? It should go onto the Stoutland potentially. It's going to be on the Radiant Charizard, giving that Radiant Charizard a little bit more HP. We're going to see Primate Wisdom grabs a Luminion. Luminion's big. Luminion's going to net them a supporter here. They can't afford to research. They're down a lot of energies at the moment. And that one powerful energy has to go the distance. Looks like they're going to go for the boss's orders on the Raikou. That could be a play, but then Lugia V-Star is just doing way too much damage. You just have to deal with the Lugia V-Star right here, right now. It's going to be the Marnie is going to be the choice. And yeah, it looks like Marnie getting double boss in hand. Not too bad. And right now, the Amazing Rare Raikou is not going to take a knockout anywhere on the board, especially with the Menifee in play. Radiant Charizard does have 190 HP, I believe, thanks to the Heat Fire Energy, and this is just going to be a Combustion Blast for the knockout. However, Combustion Blast reads you can't attack the next turn. And with 3 Retreat, that's a pretty hefty retreat. We're going to see the boss's orders here. An amazing shot for the knockout. Luminion is weak to lightning. SH Panda advances to top 4 of tonight's late night number 82. Good game to both players. Very tight one there at the end, only having 1 Archeops a pop. But yeah, all right. We'll be right back while I find us the next game. All right, should be seeing a top 4 game here shortly. We do have Alec and Nixon against SH Panda. Alec and Nixon playing the Reggie deck, and SH Panda again playing Lugia V-Star. Gonna be an interesting matchup here in a bit. Once the game starts, we'll switch over. And while we're waiting, just want to take this chance to, of course, thank all the sponsors for the late night series. And without the Shuffle Squad, we wouldn't be able to have these amazing prizes for the late night. Again, a trip to Japan and accommodations, right? Absolutely huge. So if you like what you see here at the Shuffle Squad, here at the late night events, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And definitely check out all the amazing sponsors for all your Pokemon TCG needs. Game here is taking quite a bit before we start. Let's see if we can check the other side of the bracket again. NRG still waiting on the winner between Takami against Jared Grimes. All right, now while we wait, looks like I was able to go ahead and fix the desk there. Let's go ahead and transition there. How's it going? Again, my name is PrimeTimeWizardTv, and again, this is the late night number 82, currently in top 4, just waiting on a couple of matches. So far, we have some very interesting decks in top 8, right? Lugia V-Star, no surprise there. 5 out of the top 8. We do have the Mew VMAX with the Aerodactyl V-Star as well, doing fairly well. And 2 Reggies. Again, Reggie, the Reggie Gigas deck, the Reggie family deck, really. The very, very interesting single prize deck. I think has seen a lot of success in a lot of the regionals. In fact, I remember going to, I believe, Baltimore Regional Championships, and all the top players, they were all playing Reggie. And I want to see how it fares here in the late night. Again, it's up against Lugia V-Star. Lugia V-Star, one of the best decks in format. And right now, I believe out of the top 4, we have Mew VMAX guaranteed, SH Panda playing the Lugia V-Star, and then we're still waiting on the other side of the bracket. NRG is playing the Mew, so we have a Mew guaranteed. Alec and Nixon's playing the Reggie, so we have Reggie, Lugia, and Mew currently for top 4. And it looks like we do have a game, so let's go ahead and let's head on over. All right. Again, it's going to be SH Panda against Alec and Nixon. Alec and Nixon playing the Reggie deck as we talked about earlier. And something I just have to talk about, the energy mix on the Reggie deck is very interesting. It's 4 Aurora, 4 Speed Lightning Energy, 2 Twin, and 1 Capture, 1 Gift. Typically, you see a lot more capture energies in the Reggie deck. I know it's been a minute since I personally picked up Reggie myself, but you know, when a deck reads that you have to have every Reggie in play to be able to use the your Reggie Gigas ability, the Ancient Wisdom ability, excuse me. Sometimes in my mind, you're thinking, you know what, Capture Energy should be a great energy to have in the deck, but looks like Alec and Nixon opting for the heavier Speed Lightning Energy line instead. Just getting more draws could possibly find you more Reggies. Great way to really combat Reggie's main weakness. And Reggie's main weakness is going to be itself, right? Trying to set up all the different Reggies is going to be pretty hard. It's pretty hard, but once you get it going, you need all the Reggies plus all the different energies in your discard pile. That is very tough. We do see here, game has started. SH Panda is going to start us off. Just does start to Stoutland. Stoutland is not a bad attacker in this matchup. Stoutland with double dip fangs, able to net you 2 prizes. But let me think here. I don't think it's enough to take a knockout on the Reggie Gigas. Reggie Rock. I believe your max damage output is going to be... Wait, no, give me a sec to think here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 120. Yeah, sorry, yeah, no. Max damage output's not going to be enough to take a knockout on the Reggie, besides Reggie Alecki. And Stoutland does have weakness. Weakness to to fighting. And that's what Reggie Rock is. You see the Path to Peak now coming into play. That's going to be able to stop the Lugia deck from setting up for sure. However, again, we do see here the Reggie is going to struggle a little bit. They don't have anything else in play. They don't have a supporter in hand. They won't be able to really get more resources here. They're playing with essentially Reggie Gigas, double Reggie Ice, and an Ultra Ball. Reggie Drago could help out with the draws for sure, but that's gonna revolve around SH Panda getting a knockout on the Reggie Rock before that. And you know, that's the duality of the Reggie. Sometimes you pop off, sometimes you have hands that are just full of Reggies, full of rocks, full of essentially bricks. And you know, it's not out of the realm of possibility where Alec and Nixon could have taken a knockout on the Stoutland this turn, right? They do already have the Reggie Rock into active. If they had like research, they had more ways to get more Reggies in play, get energies in the discard pile, they could have taken a knockout, taken a very early lead. But right now, top decking next an Ordinary Rod. Ordinary Rod doesn't help. And that's the thing also with Reggies. They can't afford to play stuff like Crobat V or Luminion V. You know, those consistency Pokemon that help you set up, because you need all the Reggies in play. You're going to need all the bench space you can get. I've seen some Reggie decks now, you know, try and tech in Pidgeot VMAX. No, sorry, Pidgeot V. That allows them to shuffle back into the deck, but it gives them an option to use Forest Seal Stone, just so they have a V-Star power. We're going to see Stoutland now gets the third energy, double dip Fangs for 40. Back now to Alec and Nixon. Again, Alec and Nixon not finding what they need, unfortunately, but Path to the Peak able to slow down SH Panda just enough to the point where Stoutland was able to attach 3 energies onto the Stoutland. Unfortunately, those are 3 energies that don't have those damage boosting effects of the powerful colorless energy. So right now, Stoutland's only doing 40 damage, but at least it's doing some damage. You're gonna see the Ultra Ball now with the Pumpkaboo. Pumpkaboo with the Pumpkin Bit ability is gonna get rid of that Path to the Peak, and now we're gonna see the Summoning Star from the Lugia V-Star finding both Archeopses. At this point, you have to ask yourself, Where do the energies go? Are we just going to commit to the Stoutland here? Just put powerful energies on the Stoutland. Let's take 2 prizes on the Regirock that we did get to weaken off the first double dip fangs. And that's exactly what's going to happen. That Stoutland has 6 energies attached. More than enough. Going to take 2 prizes. SH Panda takes the lead here. Let's see Alec and Nixon if they can respond. Reggie Drago now in the active. That means they have a way to draw. Dragon's Horde is now live. They need to thin out the hand. Maybe drop the Regieleki, Ultra Ball, the Path, and the Regi Eyes. Find another Regi, and then use the Ordinary Rod, right? That's going to be a full draw 4. I don't think Path of the Peak's going to help you as much at the moment, but looks like they are going to opt to play it. Going to Ultra Ball the Regi. Yeah, Ultra Ball the Regieleki and the Regi Ice. Find themselves, what's missing here? They have Drago. Looks like they're opting for the other Regieleki. And like this play, the Regieleki earlier only had 120 HP. Yeah, the one with the static shock attack, the Terra Spark stack only has 120 HP. So we went with the other Regi. This means this Stoutland's not going to be taking 2 prizes this next turn. Can at least guarantee that. But again, ideally, you do want to take this knockout. But again, sometimes you just have these Regi hands, not finding a supporter just yet. You could be forced to just use the Ultra Ball here. Find yourself another Regi Drago so you can at least draw next turn. Because if you don't find a Regi Drago right now, it might be hard to find a pivot. Regis do have 3 retreat costs, unfortunately. But yeah, it looks like we're just going to go ahead and pass back to SH Panda. SH Panda now setting up the Lugia. Stoutland is free to retreat. He has more than enough energy to retreat here. But instead, it goes for the Wild Tackle, doing 30 damage to itself. Not too bad there. SH Panda now down to 3. Alec and Nixon needs to find an answer this turn. Again, this is the point of no return. Your opponent's down to 3 prizes. You still have 6 to take. You're both 3 attacks away from winning, essentially. This is it. This is the pivotal turn. This ties it up, technically. Both players need 3 attacks to win. Assuming you can take 2 prizes each and every turn as the Regi player, which might be tough. You can see the Ultra Ball there for the Regi Drago. Do have the Scoop Up Net. Scoop Up Net picks up the Regi Eye. Scoop Up Net, great card to top deck there. And do you play this Rod? You're kind of down a lot of rods at the moment, so it's going to be a Dragon's Horde. No, we are going to commit the Ordinary Rod. Shuffling back 2 Pokemon, shuffles back the Regieleki and the Regi Drago. And Dragon's Horde is going to be a very, very important Dragon's Horde here for 4. Finds the Speed Lightning. Speed Lightning can net you 2 more cards. Right now, they only have Aurora Energy in hand, in the discard pile. Ooh, they get another Aurora Energy. Okay, with the Choice Belt on the Regi Drago, that means if the Regi Drago gets to attack, Stoutland is going to be able to get knocked out here. It's just a matter of, can we get the rest of the Regi? Serena discarding 3 cards. Finds the Regi Seal. What's missing? Regirock, are you in the prizes? No, that's another Aleki. This might be it here. There's no way to attack this turn. Didn't quite get the right Regis in hand. Passes it back to SH Panda. And just like I said, this is the pivotal turn. Your opponent now is going to be just ahead. You know, they're going to be able to go down and take, they're going to be the first ones to be able to do 3 attacks, essentially. And yeah, Alec and Nixon does recognize that. And then we're off to game 2. SH Panda does lead the game here 1-0. Again, sometimes you just have those hands as Regis. I don't know. I think Alec and Nixon was able to play that to the best of their capability. So right now, the adjustment they have to do is just shuffle better. Just hope you draw a little bit better. It's like they did opt to go first here, so they have some time to set up. Looking at the hand, looks pretty tough again. It's gonna depend on the top deck as well as the Rotom Phone. Rotom Phone is gonna help out a little bit here, and the Hisuian Heavy Ball. Hisuian Heavy Ball looks at the prizes. Another Regieleki, not something you need at the moment. Yeah, wasn't surprised there. Just gonna go ahead and grab the Regieleki. What do you do here? We're gonna Cape of Toughness in the Regi deck as well. Not something I quite see every day. That does protect you from the Amazing Rare Raikou. This Rotom Phone has to be big. Phone a friend. And we do find a friend in that Marnie. Marnie's now gonna be on top of the deck there. Aurora Energy now being attached, discarding the other Regieleki. And I think that's the best we can do. We pass it on back to SH Panda. Path to Peak now active. We're gonna see the Evolution Incense. Are we gonna see the 1-2 combo of just double Archeops Ultra Ball? Pretty happy Lugia player. Evolution Incense is gonna find him the Archeops. You just have to assume they have a way to discard it. Just another Evolution Incense. Another Archeops. Again, all that's missing here is an Ultra Ball. It's gonna be the Professor's Research, just as good. Those Archeopses are now in the discard pile. Have to wonder though what resources we had to give up with that research. That was a big hand. That's a Boss's Orders. Lugia V-Star, Minion. A lot of good cards there. Gonna get the attachment 4 turn and the Lugia V down. Kansen Cologne doesn't quite do anything in this matchup. So good to just burn that. Back to Alec and Nixon. Again, if Alec and Nixon had a way to just power up this Regieleki and Gus the Lugia, that could be a potentially game-winning move. Again, right now we're going to see the Speedline Energy netting them 2 more cards. And we still don't have it. Can Quick Ball here find ourselves the Regidrago? That could be big. Regidrago, Regieleki in the active does only have 2 retreat costs, so there's 2 energy already on it. So that's a way to pivot onto the Regidrago. Net yourself 1 more card. The one card could be the difference. But no, it's gonna be a Static Shock there onto the Raikou. Back to SH Panda. They did get hit by Marnie, and with Path on the field, could mean they're stuck here. This is going to be a big turn here for SH Panda. Law's Vacuum is going to be able to get rid of that Path of the Peak, giving SH Panda access to the most powerful V-Star power in the game. After thinning the deck a little bit. But here it is. Summoning Star going to get them both Archeopses. Primal Turbo onto Raikou. Doesn't quite get the knockout on the Regieleki. So it might be a DTE onto the Raikou and then just powering up the Lugia V as well. Yeah, there it is. DTE onto the Raikou. Enough to pay the retreat cost there. And they play a Marnie of their own. Shuffling in the supporters there for Alec and Nixon. Gonna be a important 4 card here, but luckily they do already have the Regidrago in play. Good to see a supporter. Good to see the Regieleki as well. There's a retreat on to the Lugia. Dunsparce now being played. Dunsparce does protect the Lugia from weakness from the opposing Regieleki. And that's actually the exact board you want to see as Lugia, right? The only thing missing is the Manaphy to protect the Dunsparce. Because this Regieleki could take a knockout on that Dunsparce, putting back the weakness on the Lugia V-Star for sure. Again, the Regieleki from Astral Radiance with a targeted bolt attack. Does discard 2 energy and you do 120 anywhere you want. So you can target down the Raikou or the Dunsparce here. We do have almost all Regis in play. Scoop Up Net's not bad to get. You have your pivot. You have a way to switch here. Do you switch? Looks like they're opting to just go ahead and use the Marnie. Marnie nets some 5 cards. Brock's not what you want to see. We need Registeel. Again, this is the game for Reggie, finding that puzzle, essentially building up to Exodia. What they could do here, they could double Scoop Up Net, pick up the Drago, go into another Reggie, pick up that Reggie, go back into Drago, draw 1 card, and hope against but no, it's gonna be a pass there on back to SH Panda. If I was SH Panda here, I think I'd just find the Manaphy and I'd be good to go. It looks like they're just gonna go ahead and attach onto the Arcaps. Arcaps a viable attacker in this matchup. Does 120 damage with the powerful energies. You can ramp that up to take knockouts on Regis and is a single prize attacker. Looks like they opted not to find the Manaphy there. Maybe could signify its prize, or maybe they just don't play one. Let me double check here. No, SH Panda does play a Manaphy. We see a Tempest Dive here for the knockout. SH Panda goes down to 4. Alec Nixon has yet to really do a meaningful attack in both games. Like, we haven't seen the power of Regis. We haven't seen why there's 2 Regis at the moment in top 8. We need to see some attacks here. We need to see them set up. And with that Ordinary Rod and the research in hand, I have a pretty good feeling they're going to be able to set up this turn. Yes, that's the right Reggie. I had to double check myself. Registeel is what's missing, and that's exactly what they got to draw into. Right? We have the Registeel. Do we have enough energy in the discard pile? Gotta check. There's 3 Speed Lightning and an Aurora. We have an attack here. What do we want to attack with? Like, targeted bolt on to the Dunsparce is looking pretty good to me. We're going to see the Ancient Wisdom now. Attaching the 3 Speed Lightning energies. Not Speed Lightning and the Twin energy there. Luckily, you don't quite get the effect of the Speed Lightnings if you're attached from the discard pile. You only get the effect when you attach it from your hand. Unless that would have been very, very cool to see draw 4. We're going to see another Ancient Wisdom now. Looks like they don't want to attack with the Regieleki, right? They attached 3 energies to that Regieleki. Maybe they're opting for the Regice here. Regice does have the Blizzard Bind attack, does 100 damage, and prevents if your opponent is a Pokemon V, prevents it from attacking, forcing the Lugia to retreat. But no, it's going to be a targeted bolt here. On to the Dunsparce for the knockout. And SH Panda was not able to find that Manaphy. But again, they are leading the game 4 prizes to 5. And now that Alec and Nixon was able to stabilize, they're able to, get an attack off of the Regieleki. They have a Regice pretty much ready to go. It's just a matter of attrition, right? Like, it's literally gonna be just hits back and forth, and who's gonna be able to take prizes. Looks like we're gonna see Boss's Orders here come into play onto the Regirock. Gotta wonder, because there's a Regirock already in the discard pile. So SH Panda here forcing Alec and Nixon to play those Ordinary Rods if they wanted to attack. Looks like Alec and Nixon is just going to go ahead and attack with the Regice. Luckily, they were able to power it up a little bit earlier, so less pressure on the field for sure. We do see the Ordinary Rod shuffling back in both Regirocks. They do have the Quick Ball already in hand, so if they wanted to get the Regirocks, they could do it here. Set up the next attacker, because yeah, they need to set up the next attacker. This Regice could go down. I mean, Lugia is free to retreat, has the double turbo, has enough energies to retreat there. Just a matter of what SH Panda is going to use to knock out this Regice. They could opt for maybe Archeops. So maybe Regieleki should be a good attacker here. We do have the boss's orders, right? We could boss up the Raikou, take a prize, but I don't think we're going to win by taking prizes here. I think we're going to win, well, as the Regi player, I think we're going to win by trying to win the energy attrition. You know, force SH Panda to really spend energies, you know, spend energies to retreat, spend energies to attack with the Archeopses, because it's pretty hefty, right? Lugia V-Star requires 4 energies, Archeops requires 3, and it's not like the Regi deck where we have energies coming from our discard pile. SH Panda only has a limited number of resources. Looks like they are going to opt to retreat, though. Go into the Regidrago. Pick up the Regigigas. Interesting. So they're opting to attack with the Regidrago. Out of all the attackers in play, that was the last one I was expecting, to be honest. We have the Regieleki. We have the Regice. But it's a Regidrago attack onto an Archeops. Very interesting play here. We're going to Dragon's Horde as well. Draw 4. Maybe limit the opponent's resources. Limit the opponent's way to get energies on board. But again, the Lugia V-Star does have enough. Maybe we're looking for our choice belt here. Try and knock out that Lugia in one hit. And yeah, we're going to see a giant Fangs for the knockout. 160 damage. Alec Nixon goes down to 4 prizes. And SH Panda, as long as they can set up enough attackers, they should be able to win this game, right? They should be able to win this game if they can set up enough attackers. They can find themselves the Radiant Charizard, and the Archeops gets powered up. That should be just enough. We can see the Primal Turbo now. Let's see where they're going to decide to attach. So again, Raikou's not going to do that much. It's going to be the Archeops. Double powerful energy. That Archeops is doing 160 damage. Can't even knock out Regigigas, for example. And yeah, it's just going to be a Tempest Dive for the knockout. It's going to be a big turn here for Alec Nixon. The gift energy finally in hand. I'm sure that's something he would have loved to see in all the different games for sure. But we do know we're top decking into a research. Research is big. We do have Ultra Ball as well. We're going to go ahead and Speed Lightning first. Draw 2 more cards. Ultra Ball here. Going to find ourselves the Regidrago. Is Choice Belt in the deck? Is the next question. Right, they're going to play the Regidrago. Huge research here. 16 cards left in the deck. Draw 7. There's the Choice Belt. Targeted Bolt going to do 300 damage. No, they're going to opt to retreat first. Looks like they're going to opt to attack with a different Pokemon. Going into the Regice instead. Force them to expend those energies to retreat. Again, Regice with the Blizzard Bind attack. Interesting that they went for the Regice this turn with the Choice Belt. I guess now you can target that Lugia down. But SH Panda can just as easily retreat the Lugia, powered it up again, and that should be game. Right? Primal Turbo back onto the Lugia, and now you have 2 attackers ready to go. This Arcap's gonna go down to 1. Yes, Primal Turbo there. If there's no more energy in the deck, that's game. But no, there's 2 energies now going on to the Lugia. 9 cards left in the deck. If there's a gust, you could potentially stall out your opponent. Maybe that's all the energies they have left. I haven't been counting, folks. That's Primal Turbo. Gift Energy is going to draw you 1 more card here. Do we still have Boss's Orders? Do we still have... We have 8 cards left in the deck. Capture Energy is not Boss's Orders, unfortunately. Don't quite see a way out. Again, SH Panda has 2 attackers ready to go. 1 prize remaining. I think they were just able to play this absolutely masterfully, and it took a minute here. Definitely a slow start, pun intended, from the Reggie. Yeah, I don't think there's a way out. We're just going to go ahead and Electromagnetic Sonar. Puts a trainer from our discard pile. Great. Oh, no, it's going to be a retreat there. And yeah, they're going to be able to take a knockout on with the Regidrag. Oh, my mind. Last turn was the turn to take a knockout on the Lugia. And then hope, against all hope, that they just don't have another backup attacker. But with that, again, great plays here. Congratulations to Alec and Nixon for making it to the top 4 of the late night. Huge accomplishment for sure. Again, 199 players, nothing to scoff at. But congratulations to SH Panda for making it to the finals of the late night. All right, let's go ahead and head back to the desk. Oh, what a slog. Again, Reggie, the Regidrag, a little bit of a slow start. Would have loved to see it really pop off. I love the flavor there that the Reggie player was able to bring. Again, a lot of speed, lightning energies, really made it their own. And again, Lugia V-Star, just doing Lugia V-Star things. Let's go ahead and check. I want to check out the other side of the bracket real quick. It looks like we're still waiting on the other side. Takami against NRG. Let's see if NRG is, if there's a stream for the other side of the bracket here. Would love to be able to show you that game. Cool. Looks like we don't quite have it. So we'll be just right back again. Just have to ask though, out of the 3 different decks currently in top 8, Lugia V-Star, Mew VMAX, and Reggie, what is your favorite? What do you want to win in the late night number 82? Just gotta ask that. All right, we'll be right back. All right. It's been a minute, but looks like we do have our final here. It's going to be NRG against SH Panda. Just waiting on the stream. Looks like we are going to have a final stream. So should be up any second here. All right. We have our finals match. Here we go. NRG against SH Panda. Again, SH Panda playing Lugia V-Star against Mew VMAX with Aerodactyl on NRG side of the field. And this is the finals of the late night number 82. Over 199 players tonight. Again, both decks are absolutely powerful decks in the current standard format and piloted by amazing players as well. SH Panda is going to start us off. Does start off with the Pumpkaboo. That's not something you want to see. Again, Pumpkaboo is your main way of getting out of Path of the Peak. So I'm sure NRG is very glad that they did start that Pumpkaboo there. This definitely leaves SH Panda susceptible to a Judge and Path, for example. They're only out being the Lost Vacuums in the deck. We're going to see the Capture Energy now being played on the Pumpkaboo, allowing them to find any basic Pokemon. I have to guess it's going to be the titular Lugia V itself. Again, you can't get Lugia V-Star without Lugia V. See if they have anything else. No Archeopsis yet in the discard pile. And it's just going to be a pass over to NRG. Opening hand looks a little bit awkward. They do have the Cramomatic. This could be big. Unfortunately, it's going to be Tails there. They only have a Quick Ball and an Ultra Ball to work with. Yes, they can Ultra Ball here, but it's going to be a pricey Ultra Ball. It's going to be, we're going to see a Quick Ball there for a Mew V. They can still use this Ultra Ball. They can Ultra Ball away the Mew VMAX and one more DTE. A little bit pricey, but you might have to do it here. You need to draw into the path. Again, you're going second. You're in the back foot. You have to slow down your opponent. And seeing the Pumpkaboo already, the active, that path has a very, very high possibility of sticking. We do get the Path of the Peak. Not much else, though. We're just going to have to stick it and pass over to SH Panda. They have a 6-card hand, fairly big. If they can bump the stadium, that would be huge. Or even just play a supporter for the turn. Let's see here. They only play one Lost Vacuum, but with Irida, that should guarantee that they do draw into the Lost Vacuum. Question is, they don't have any... Excuse me. They don't quite have the Archeops yet. So now might not be the time to play it. I like this play. Getting the Lost Vacuum, getting the Luminion, but not playing it. And back over to NRG. Don't have too much to play with. Just going to have to be a pass there. Back to SH Panda. Again, we know they have the Lost Vacuum and the Luminion. They can use the Lost Vacuum, get rid of the Path of Peak. Luminion's ability is then activated to find themselves a supporter, potentially a research. Because they need to draw hard. They need to just get the Summoning Star this turn. Because once you get rid of the Path to the Peak, yes, you have Summoning Star, but your opponent also has Fusion Strike System. We're going to see a Quick Ball here. Discarding the Luminion, surprisingly enough. Grabbing the amazing rare Raikou. Have to think, what does SH Panda have planned for us? Potentially already have a supporter in hand. They're gonna just thin out the deck, discard the amazing rare Raikou. We're gonna see the Lost Vacuum. Getting rid of the Cancer-Gloom, the second Luminion. Getting the Professor's Research here. Hopefully that last card in hand is the Archeops. No, it's gonna be amazing rare Yveltal. Have to play that down. Research, fresh 7 cards here. They have to get it, or else they could be in trouble. They only play 1 Lost Vacuum, so that's gonna be it. That's gonna be a Stampede here. Not quite the knockout. Back to NRG. NRG is gonna be able to have the excuse me, Fusion Strike system. Force Seal Stone's a great card to have, because now Path should be able to sink. There's no more Lost Vacuum. And yeah, getting the Force Seal Stone could potentially guarantee the Path to the Peak. But they might need to find more cards. Like getting Ultra Ball, get more Fusion Strikes in play. I think that's very, very important here. You can see the Ultra Ball find themselves another Genesect. Draw themselves 4 more cards. They need a way to switch. There's the switch. They're going to take the knockout here. Choice Belt as well. And a big Judge. This Judge has to hit the Path to the Peak. No Path to the Peak just yet. Gonna have to use the Lost Vacuum. Lost Vacuum can actually get rid of the Forest Seal Stone that has already been used. Fusion Strike System 4-3 here. Not quite there. And that's gonna be the last one. Quick Ball now coming into play. Abilities are gonna be activated. Finding themselves another Mew. And here it is. Cross Fusion Strike into a Psychic Leap. The Power Tablet was played earlier. Big turn here for SH Panda. Could be the difference between winning and losing this game. Will they be able to drop an Archeops? Even one should be able to do something. There's an Evolution Incense. Should net them an Archeops in hand. Do they have a way to discard it? Research could be big here. Attachment for turn. Finds him the Guru. There's a Research. Research guarantees that there's at least one Archeops in the discard pile. Are we going to see a second? With only one, could still be anyone's game. There's a Quick Ball, finds the Archeops. And there you go. We're going to see the Summoning Star. Unfortunately, NRG just missing out on getting the Path to the Peak that turn. And again, that's a Path to the Peak that's just going to stick. Pumpkaboo's already down. Lost Vacuum's down. No other outs. And here we go. Summoning Star. And just like that, can the Lugia get the knockout, though? They're going to need a Choice Belt if they want this knockout. Or they can attack with the Amazing Rare Yveltal. Looks like that's the route we're going. And just like that, this one prize Pokemon with the amazing destruction ability for a very, very hefty cost just reads, knock out your opponent's Pokemon. Take 3 prizes essentially against Mew VMAX while only giving up 1 prize. Just huge, huge swing of momentum here on to SH Panda. There it is, amazing destruction. Next question is, what do we do from here? We'll only have 1 Mew VMAX to work with from here on out. We had to discard 1 earlier. So this is the only Mew we have now. NRG does not play something like Silene, for example, to get that something like that back. We do find ourselves the Cram-O-Matic getting the double turbo. We do have Judges. Judges could be big. We need to get the Choice Belt out of the opponent's hand. So That's a very big hand. Let's even things out. Judge, both players now only have 4 cards. No matter what, though, SH Panda should have an attacker next turn. Be it Lugia V-Star or maybe even potentially Luminion. And again, NRG has to take, well, they're going to be taking 1 prize here. They're essentially maybe 2 attacks away from winning this game, while SH Panda has the capability to close this one out right here, right now. Are they going to be able to do it? And even again, just hitting into the Mew, that's honestly good enough. This is the only Mew VMAX NRG has left because of the early discard. Again, they had to do it. That means if this is their only attacker, if you hit it with 220 damage, for example, Luminion on the bench can clean it up. You can't deal with both Luminion and Lugia. You could potentially psychically, but again, that doesn't... I guess you could psychically go into Genesect, for example. Definitely a possibility. Weaken the Lugia. I think that's the way out. You definitely weaken the Lugia. Heal up the Mew. We're going to see some Primal Turbos, though. This is... With the Choice Belt, this is Knockout. Do they have the Choice Belt? We see the Quick Ball. We know for a fact there's no more Luminions. They've already played. There's already 1 Luminion in the discard pile, 1 in play. Getting a second Lugia V, not too bad. Just a little stability, easy attacker. We're going to see the Marnie as well now. Big 5 cards for SH Panda. If they can get the Choice Belt, they have the game, bringing them that much closer to Yokohama, Japan. And there it is. SH Panda takes the first game here at the late night number 82 final. Taking a knockout on Mew VMAX. Great game, though, from both players. Let's see what NRG has to do to get back into it. I think he had multiple windows of opportunity to really steal the game here. And unfortunately, just could not draw into the right cards at the right time. And, which is odd for Mew VMAX. Mew VMAX has unparalleled drawing capability right now in the current standard format. But I'm sure going first is going to be a huge help, especially with a hand like this. Anytime you see a Battle VIP pass in Mew VMAX, you know you're going to have a good time. Just so much advantage from this one simple pass. All right. Again, since they did go first, they could go the Aerodactyl route, and judging by the hand, they have it this next turn, as long as it's in the deck. There's the Aerodactyl. Yeah. They can attach to the Aerodactyl. They don't need to do anything else. Like, they just need to attach and pass. Would have debated maybe getting a second Mew V instead of the second Genesect, because you can't really draw this turn. You only have 3 Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. Aerodactyl V unfortunately does not count. But they do have it this next turn. Over to SH Panda, something they need to do. They need to Marnie. They have to Marnie and Hope. Or something SH Panda actually plays is the Canceling Cologne. So if they can set that up where they get, well, Aerodactyl is still in the active because it has to stay in its active. It's a V-Star power. It's a V-Star attack, essentially. That means it's going to be active in 1 turn. If they can set up their hand where they have enough Archeopsis in the discard pile, they have the Lugia V-Star, they have a way to get that one of Canceling Cologne. That could potentially be it here. You can see the research. Discarding a couple of energies there. And very important to get the second Lugia V-Star as well. Just because, you know, just because NRG did set up Aerodactyl doesn't mean they can't just go Mew VMAX attack here, right? We're We're going to see the Ultra Ball discarding another energy and the... Yeah, another energy there. Grabbing the Luminion a little bit early to be able to use Irida. Again, gotta use that Luminion while you have V-Star ability. So unfortunately, you do have to telegraph your turns or your plays a little bit early there. Again, Irida should be able to get the canceling Cologne. So SH Panda essentially has the perfect hand. And we need to equalize that. They didn't even use Read the Wind there. You see the Ultra Ball here, discarding a Mew VMAX. And the boss's orders do find the Aerodactyl V-Star. This should guarantee the ability lock here and the judge. Unfortunately, again, having to discard a Mew VMAX very early. There's only one left in the deck. I think there's no way really to draw here. But yeah, here we go. Ancient Star. Now that Aerodactyl has the ability that shuts off all Pokemon V's ability. We do see the Lugia. Do we see the canceling Cologne? There's the canceling Cologne from the SH Panda. Just perfect hand off the judge. Cancel Cologne shuts off the abilities on that Aerodactyl, giving them access to the Summoning Star ability. Absolutely huge. And that's gonna be it. Again, that was the perfect hand. SH Panda very handily winning that game. Let's go ahead and head over to the desk here. And what a quick series of games. Congratulations to SH Panda for winning late night number 82. But again, huge congratulations as well to NRG. I think they did exactly what they needed to do. Judge Aerodactyl and just hope they don't have it. But off 4 cards, again, you judge them to 4 or 5 cards, 4 cards plus the 1 card you draw per turn. Just so happens exactly what they needed. But whew, absolutely huge. Getting second place though out of a tournament out 199 people, which is not too bad at all. Congratulations to all players who made it to top 8. You are that much closer to the late night invitational, which means you're that much closer to Yokohama, Japan. Again, make sure you guys check out the late night events. There's a North America and the EU version every Tuesday, excuse me. It's Wednesday for me. I'm in the Philippines. But yeah, absolutely huge. Lugia V-Star just showing why it's the best deck in format. Absolutely powerful. And the entire format has to really evolve around it. You see Mew VMAX really having so many of these techs just to deal with Lugia V-Star. And sometimes it's not enough. But I can't wait. I can't wait to see next week to see what players come up with. I think this might be the 3rd North American late night in a row where Lugia V-Star has won. Might be the case here. But yeah, again, just thank you for tuning in to the late night series. If you like what you see here on the Shuffle Squad, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to get notified when new videos do come out. Again, my name is PrimeTimeWizardTv. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Thank you.